Are these hyped fragrances on TikTok really that good? So guys, welcome to Enter the Fragrance. My name's Rocco. Here we do daily uploads on fragrance, perfume, cologne related content. If you enjoy that kind of content, hit that subscribe button. We do videos every single day. Also, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Enter the Fragrance. I do truly appreciate it. But today we're going to talk about one of TikTok's most hyped fragrance lines. And that's the House of Fragrance Story. Yes, Fragrance Story. I recently acquired these about a week ago, and I've got to do some testing and I have my thoughts, but stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss this video. So let me preface, these all last 8+ hours on my skin. Now projection's different on all of them. We'll touch on those as we hit each fragrance. But we're going to start out with the first one from Fragrance Story. Now, I was excited about this one because it's an aquatic. Now, I don't reference what these are. To my knowledge, they're inspos, and I can tell one right off the rip what it smells like. But this one, I don't know what it smells like, to be truthful and honest with you. I just kind of know the notes based on smelling it a few times, and it smells fantastic. But the first one we're talking about is Fragrance Story's Drug. Yes, Fragrance Story Drug. This is very unique. Pressurized atomizer. Now, what I pick up from this is kind of like an Acqua di Gio Profondo vibe. Solid presentation. I mean, the caps click into place really solid. Light caps, though. You could pick them up by the cap, shake them like this. But anyways, you're going to get some citrus, kind of a grapefruit bergamot vibe with some C notes. Great patchouli, kind of an ambery dry down with this. And again, for an aquatic lasting 8+ hours, very impressive, especially on my skin. Like this stuff. Is it my favorite from the line? Kinda, sorta. Again, I've only been testing these for about a week. I gotta do more wears, but definitely one of the best pickups from the 3 I picked up. Must try, must own for this summer. Yeah, and that's Fragrance Story's Drug. Now, in my opinion, all these fragrances are unisex. Fragrance doesn't have a gender. Wear what you want when you want and stop the complaining. But this next one, by the way, great names. Drug, Mafia, Kill, we're going to be covering all of them today. But this next one's kind of a sweet, ambery, fruity fragrance that reminds me of something, and shame on me, I didn't look it up before this video. I've been trying to stay clear of these videos to give my honest, true thoughts, but this next one, also a hit, and that's Fragrance Story's Mafia, yes. Mafia, perfectly unisex in my opinion. Great, great juice. Now this one, again, pressurized atomizer. Fruity, sweet, musky, still kind of has that DNA. Pretty much the same DNA as the previous one we talked about, but more with this powdery fruitiness, if that makes sense. Fantastic stuff nonetheless. Highly recommend. Again, 8+ hours longevity, good projection sillage for the first couple hours, and truly, after testing all 3 of these, I give them all equally 9 out of 10. Solid stuff, no hype, no BS. I paid for these bottles with my own money. They were pretty pricey. I believe I paid about $70 per bottle, but for what you get, definitely worth the price. And again, that's Mafia by Fragrance Story. Now this next one, probably the most hyped up one from the line, to be honest. And it's in the red bottle, I think we all know. Those of you guys who follow me what this fragrance is called, but fruity apple, some geranium, aromatic lavender vibes. And it reminded me of one fragrance in particular, almost a mix of YSLY EDP with YSLY Elixir on a budget. And that's Fragrance Story's Kill. Yes, Kill by Fragrance Story. Amazing fragrance. Now, this is probably the longest lasting and my favorite of the house. I saved the best for last. Check out this atomizer one more time. Crazy. But sweet, fruity apple. You get that signature geranium note that you can just pick out from a crowd, at least to my nose. More aromatics. I believe there's some clary sage in here. Kind of a vetivery, ambery dry down. Great for school, great for work, great for any occasion. Same with the prior two. Amazing stuff, and probably, like I said, my favorite of the line. But all 9 out of 10s and solid pickups. I highly recommend it if you can get them for $60, $70, $80 a bottle. I wouldn't pay more than that personally, but solid pickup, awesome stuff for any season. And again, that's Fragrance Stories Kill. And guys, I'll try and put up some coupon codes to plenty of different websites. Tons of coupon codes you can use if you want to shop around. Now, these fragrances I don't believe are in any of these links, but you're more than welcome to use the codes. You don't have to buy fragrances to watch this channel, but they're there for reference. So guys, leave a comment down below and tell me which one you've tried. Have you tried any of these? What are your favorites? Are there any others you recommend? But as always, guys, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed today's content, and as always, stay clean, stay fresh, and remember, the world is yours. We'll talk soon.